Hello friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the exercise number 9, that is the pest of soybean, sesame and Niger. This exercise includes in the course of ENTO 354 for the semester 5th new. These all soybean, sesame and the Niger are the important oilseed crops. In that, the first one, that is the soybean. As we know that the soybean, it is one of the major oil seed as well as pulse crops. So we should know about the different insect pest population of the soybean which will cause damage to yield. In that, the first, that is the soybean stem fly. It is very major pest of the soybean crop at a seedling stage. Okay, the species is Melanogrammaza suji and it is the dipteran pest, hence the damaging stage is maggots. After the hatching from the eggs, the maggots, it is enter into the stems through a petiole and feed within by making the tunnel downward conditions or downwards and feeding inner content of the stems, hence known as a stem fly. Then after that, as a result of feeding, in case of severe infestation, partial drying and the drooping of the leaves occurs and followed by complete drying and drooping of the plant is also occurs in case of severe infestations. If you split open the infested stems, a distinct tunnel can be seen with the frost material and the maggots, even the pupae also inside the stem. That is the infestation of the stem fly in this soybean crop. In this slide, we can see here the stem fly pupa which is present inner side of the stems after the cutting by the infested stem. Then stem tunneling by the maggots and adult stem fly also we can observe in the infested stems, and maggots mines on the surface of the leaves at an initial condition. In this slide we can also see, and there is even exit holes also we can see in these slides. This is nothing but the we can say that the holes which is prepared or created by the maggots of the stem fly for the for the fly emergence. For the management of the stem fly, early sowing and avoid pre-monsoon sowing, it is also one of the best techniques because it is a seedling stage pest. Deep summer plowing, then use optimum seed rate and the plant spacing we can obtain. Then proper crop rotation with dissimilar crops should be followed. Then for the curative purpose, collect and destroy the affected plants. Then spray the azadirachtin, that is nothing but the one of the best botanical insecticides. It is used in a different crops against the different insect pest populations. Then thiamethoxam and the imidacloprid are the different recommended insecticides against the stem fly in the soybean crop. Next, that is the girdle beetle. It is the coleopteran pest. Hence, the here the grubs is the damaging stage. The adult female beetle girdling of the stems and the petioles and lays legs inside. Then after the hatching from the eggs, the larvae further damage the stems and make the tunnel inside and fill up the excreta. The leaves and the growing points dries due to the unable to get nutrients, and broken stem can be seen in the infested fields. In later stage, the plant is cut at about 15 to 25 centimeter above the ground level. This is the uh, infestation or the feeding damage by the girdle beetle in the soybean crop. For the management practices or for the management purpose of the girdle beetles, you should follow these techniques like a summer deploying, planting time or adjustment of the planting time, use optimum seed rate, intercropping with maize and sorghum, crop rotation with non-husk crops, avoid excess use of the nitrogen fertilizers, collect and destroy the infested plant parts. Then after remove the infested plant parts at least once in 10 days and bury them in compost pit to monitor and reduce the population of the girdle beetle. Then these are some of the recommended insecticides we can also use against the girdle beetles in the soybean crop. Next, that is the tobacco lepidoptera caterpillar, that is species is Spodoptera litura. It is the one of the major polyphagous pest. Here the moth lay their eggs on the surface of the leaves in egg masses. After the hatching from the eggs at an initial condition or early instar larva, scraping the epidermal layers of the leaves or green tissue and causing a different whitey or papery patches on the surface of the leaves. Then after the subsequent growth of the larva or the later instar larva, they scatter all over the fields and start their feeding by cutting the leaves from margin up to the midribs, and in case of severe infestation, the leaves become completely skeletonized and defoliation of the plant is occurs. Then, for the monitoring purpose of the tobacco leaf-eating caterpillar, you can install the sex pheromone trap with a spodu lure. Then deep summer plowing. This is the one of the preventive techniques. Then for the curative purpose, we can collect the different egg masses and early install larvae of the Spodoptera litura. Then Pneumora reli, it is one of the entomopathogenic fungus or biopesticides. Beauveria bassana, it is also the entomopathogenic fungus or biopesticides. Bacillus thuringiensis, it is the insect bacteria, and the SLNPV, it is the insect virus. These all the different biopesticide, it is very effective against this Spodoptera litura. And for the chemical purpose, imamectin benzoates and the chlorantraniliprole are the recommended insecticides against the tobacco leaf-eating caterpillars in the soybean crop. Then semilooper, the name that is itself indicate that the larvae called as a semilooper larva because during walking or while walking they form a half loop, that hence known as a semilooper larva. There are the two species of the semilooper larva which infest the soybean crops. This larvae, it is also the voracious the feeder on the leaves. They cutting the leaves from margin up to the midribs, and in case of severe infestation, the complete skeletonization and the defoliation of the plant is occurs. And in case of severe infestation, the different cutting holes we can also seen in the infested fields. For the management purpose of the semiloopers, Nomorarelli, Beauveria bassana, and Bacillus thuringiensis are the different biopesticides we can use against the semilooper, and the imamectin benzoates and the chlorantraniliprole are the different recommended chemical insecticides. Then leaf miner. This leaf miner is also the nowadays the major pest of the soybean crop. It is the Lepidopteran pest. After the hatching from the eggs, the neonate larva mines into the epidermis of the leaf and feeds within third instar, comes out from the mines and waves the 2 to 3 leaves together and feed within that concealed conditions, hence known as a leaf miner. And in case of severe infestation, as a result of feeding, the leaves become completely drying or withering and drying. For the management purpose, the crop rotation with non-leguminous crop, then spray the botanical insecticides like NSK and azadirachtin, then spinosad, flubendamide and lambda-cyhalothrin are the different recommended insecticides against the leaf miner in the soybean crop. Then we should know about the different IPM techniques against the different insect pest population of the soybean crops. So in that, the first, that is the mechanical practices. In that, collection and destruction of girdle beetle infested plant parts, eggs, masses and gregariously feeding larvae of the hairy caterpillar and the tobacco leaf-eating caterpillar should be done. Then we can use a bird purchase at the rate of 10 to 12 per hectare. Then installation of the sex pheromone traps for the monitoring purpose of the Spodoptera litura and the Helicoverpa parmigera. Then use of the castor as a trap crop for tobacco leaf-eating caterpillar and the dahencha for the girdle beetle in the soybean crops. In biological control, these are the different predators we can use against the or biocontrol agent we can use against the different insect population of the soybean crop. Then Tilonnemus remus, this is the one of the effective laboratory based parasitoids against this Spodoptera litura. Then Bacillus thuringiensis is one of the effective insect bacteria against the Lepidoptera pest. SLNPV used against the Spodoptera litura, and the NSK 5%, it is the used against the different larvae and the sucking pest. And these are the different chemical insecticides or pesticides. It is nothing but the recommended by the CIB and RC, Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee, against the different insect pest population of the soybean crop. And these are the different resistant and tolerant varieties of the soybean against the insect pest populations. Next, that is the sesamum crop. In that, the first, that is the leaf weaver and the capsule borer. It is the Lepidopteran pest. The caterpillar is the damaging stage. After the hatching from the eggs, the caterpillar weave the top leaves together and feed within that, and it also bore into the tender shoots and the capsules. The name, that is the leaf weaver and capsule borer. It means that at an initial condition they completely wave the leaves, 2 to 3 leaves, and feeding within, and after capsule formation they attack on the capsule and feeding inner content of the capsules, and instead of the pod formation the capsule it is completely we can say that the dry up and yield is directly reduced. And here in this slide we can see the different feeding habits or symptoms of damage by the leaf weaver and the capsule borer. For the management purpose, we can spray the crop with neem formulation chemical, that is the botanical insecticides, and the carbaryl. It is also effective against the leaf weaver in the sesamum crop. Next, that is the sesamum gall fly. Name itself indicates that they form a galls instead of the pod, hence known as a gall fly. It is the dipteran pest. The adult it look like a mosquito. Here, this gall fly, the species is Aspergillus sesame. The maggots is the damaging stage. The maggots feed on the ovary, leads to gall form capsules without proper seed setting, and the maggots feed on the buds and the capsule gall formation place of the pods, hence yield is directly reduced. Next, that is the leaf hopper. It is the sucking pest, or here and the both nymphs and adult suck the cells up and causing the curling of the leaf edges, and leaves turn red to brown and the leaves dry up and shed. That is nothing but the hopper burn symptoms, and instead of the feeding is also act as a vector for sesamum phyllide disease in case of sesamum. Next, that this is the in case of severe infestation due to the continuous cells of sucking by the leaf hoppers, the plant become completely bushy appearance and without pod. Next, that is the sesamum leaf-eating caterpillar, also called as teal hawk moth. Species is Acherantia stix, and also called as dead head moth or sphinx caterpillar. In this slide, we can see here the caterpillar. It is very voraciously feeders. They completely feed on the leaves from margin up to the mid leaves, and in case of severe infestation, the plant completely defoliation is occurs. For the management purpose, deploying exposed to the pupa for the predation to insectivorous birds, then hand picking collection and the destruction of the caterpillars, and 2 rounds of the dusting with a phasalon and or malathion after 30 days after sowing, and second at a 45 days after sowing. It is very effective against the leaf eating caterpillar of the sesamum crop. Okay, this is all about the different insect pest population of the soybean and sesamum crop. Thank you.